Hi guys, welcome to the channel. Till now we have created the shaders for the black hole. In this video, we are going to create the particle system and assign the shaders to the material of the particle system. First of all, we have to create some materials for the black hole. Here I am creating a new material for the core. Then change the shader of core material to black hole core, which we have created in previous video. Then set the value to 1.4 and power to 1.5 and intensity to 1.8. Also change the color to complete black. Now create a new material for the horizontal and vertical waves. Name this material to waves and set the shader to black hole add. Then you have to assign a texture to the shader. You can download these textures from the link provided in the description. Select the wave texture for this material. Now create a new material for the stars. These stars are revolving around the black hole. Name this material to stars and assign black hole add shader to it. Then set the star texture to the shader. Now create a new material for the rim. Name this material to rim and assign black hole add shader to it. Then set the rim texture to the shader. Now create a new material for the trail of stars. Name this material to trail and assign black hole add shader to it. Then set the trail texture to the shader. Then select the black hole game object and create a new empty game object. Name this game object rim. Now select the black hole game object and set the X rotation to -90. Then add a particle system to it. In the particle system, enable pre-warm and disable emission, shape and rendering. Now select the core and add a particle system to it. In the particle system, set duration to 1. Enable pre-warm. Set start lifetime to 1. Start speed to 0. Set start size to 5 and set color to FFA, F02. Then in emission, set rate to 0 and add a new bursts. Set count to 1. Then in renderer, set rendering mode to mesh and select the spherical mesh. Then assign the core material to it. Then in shapes, set the shape to mesh. Now you can see the core of our black hole. Now select the rim game object and a particle system to it. Set duration to 1, lifetime to 1 and start speed to 0. Set start size to 8.35. Also set color to FFCD61. In the emission, set rate to 0 and then add a burst. Then set count to 1. In the shapes, set shape to mesh. In the renderer, set render mode to billboard. Then assign the rim material to it. Then set max particle size to 8. You can adjust the size as per the requirement. Then select the first star system and set the rotation to -90, 0, -270. For the second star system, set the rotation to 90, 0, -90. Now select both stars and add particle system to it. Set start speed to 0, set size between 2 constant. Then set minimum value to 0.05 and maximum 0.5. Also set color between 2 color. Then set first color to FFCB65. Then set second color to FF2600. Also set max particle number to 2500. Then in shape, set the shape to hemisphere. Then set scale to 1,8,8. Then enable velocity over lifetime and set the Y component to 4. Then enable color over lifetime. Here you have to create a new gradient and select it. The color will change according to the selected gradient. I have already created the gradient and will select it. Then enable size over lifetime. Then edit the curve such that it goes from 0, 0.5 to 1, 0. Then add a new key by right-clicking. Set the new key position to 0.65, 1. Then enable external forces and set multiplier to 15. Then in renderer, assign the star material to it and also assign the trail material to the trail slot. Then enable the trails. Now set color over lifetime to FF547. Also set the alpha to 111. Now set width over trail to curve. Then edit the curve such that it goes from 0,0.5 to 1,0. Now set the alpha value of color over trail to 120. Then set the X rotation of horizontal wave up to 180. Now select both waves and add a particle system to it. Set duration to 1, start lifetime to 8, and speed to 0. Then set size between 2 constant. Then set minimum to 35 and maximum to 60. Set rotation between 2 constant and set minimum to 0 and maximum to 360. Set alpha of start color to 146. Then set max particle to 2000. In the emission, set the rate to 2. In the shapes, set the shape to mesh. In the color over lifetime, I am going to select a gradient. The color of waves will follow this gradient. Note that you have to create your own gradient. Enable the size over lifetime. Then edit the curve such that it goes from 0,1 to 1,0.5. Enable rotation over lifetime. Set the angular velocity to 60. Then in renderer, set render mode to mesh and select the quad mesh. Then set the render alignment to local. Now copy the horizontal waves particle system. Set the X rotation of the game object to -90, and then paste the particle system. Then in the vertical waves particle system, set start lifetime to 4. Set start size minimum to 10 and maximum to 20. Also set the max particle to 1000. In emission, set rate to 1. In color over lifetime, set the gradient by which the color of vertical waves changes. In size over lifetime, edit the curve such that it goes from 0,1 to 1,0. Finally, in Renderer, set the render mode to billboard and set the render alignment to view. And then restart the particle system to get the vertical waves. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel for more Unity tutorials. And if you want to support me making these videos, then check out my Patreon page. Link will be in description.